welcome to another episode of the Bald Avenger Show. I am Jason Cisneros, also known as the Bald Avenger, the tattooed guru, the king of the Misfit Nation, and a legend, baby, in my own mind. That's right, in my own mind, for all of you people that think that I'm serious and want to be like, who does he think he is? Like, we start the show off every time. And all the time I get little messages here and there or feedback from people like, who does he think he is, saying he's a legend? Then I'm like, you don't even listen to the show. Like, if you don't get it by now, you just don't get it, right? So let me talk a little bit about Soap to Hope. Those of you that have seen me wearing t-shirts lately, it's usually going to be from one of my clients. It's usually going to be from a nonprofit or a charity that I support. What's up, Casey? And this one is Soap to Hope. Those of you that don't know January, please get to know her. Go see Soap to Hope on Facebook. You know, it's always amazing to me. Those of you are starting to see a little bit of a pattern with the with the places that I support, with CERT Ministries, the Slave Free Project, the Soap to Hope, Fusion, the Fusion Project, New Dawn, Feed a Billion. You know, these types of places, one of the things that you'll start to see that connects them all is that they're in the trenches doing the work. And the reason why I love Soap to Hope, why I love January, why I loved her from the minute that I met her, was because she's out doing real things. She is out on Tuesday when everybody else is sleeping, when everybody else is home snuggled up in their bed. She's gathering soap, right? Soap. She's gathering shampoo. She's gathering feminine products. She's gathering, different things to take to women, young women in general that are walking the street, some men as well that are walking the street having to sell their bodies because there's no other option for them in their mind or in their heart, or they haven't seen a way. And I just want everybody to stop and think about that. As you're planning to go home and you're planning to spend some time with your family, and it's Christmas time, and you're wondering, man, I wonder if I'm going to get that gift. I wonder if I got the right gift for my loved one. I'm wondering, I got to be around Aunt May again. Uncle Tom's coming. I got to see my stupid brother. Like, oh my God, we're going to have to get together and eat all that food, and we're going to have to be around all that family and blah, blah, blah. And we take that shit for granted. And it's just, I love hanging out with people around here with Misfit Nation, because we tend to be a little bit more of appreciative type of crew, right? And as we think about that, there's millions of people around the world that are starving, that don't have a home, that don't have a family, that don't have a community to fall back on, that literally the difference between them eating today and tomorrow is the choice to sell their body because they haven't seen a way out. They haven't had that hand reach into their life to pull them out. And January goes in, and she, with zero judgment of anyone, she goes in and she brings them feminine products and soap, and she takes this, she gathers up the shampoo and the things that everybody takes for granted, those little serving sizes in hotels and whatnot, and just piles it in to her house every week. And then she goes out, she packs bags, and she has a crew that goes out and everybody's expecting her on the streets. Everybody's looking forward to her coming, to not being judged, to getting something to clean themselves up, to condoms and to clean needles, and to those types of things that the rest of us are tend to be a little bit of judgy bitches about, right? And forgetting the fact that behind all of that is a human being that most likely, I'm going to say 99.9% of the time, would rather be doing anything else, right? Anything else. They got addicted to drugs. They found, whatever the case may be, right? We can all walk around with judgment in our hearts, but this is the season, right? Tis the season. Tis the season for what? Tis the season for forgiveness. Tis the season for love. Tis the season for stepping out of your comfort zone 'tis the season for not sitting back and taking all of the really great things, no matter where you are in life. If you're watching this and you have a home and you have a car and you have food in your mouth and you have some friends and you have some family, or you have a phone, or you have any of those creature habit or creature comforts, then why would we make ourselves miserable, right? And I talk to January a lot, and we talk about the people that she serves, and what do they get out of her going down on Tuesday nights, and why does she go through being threatened by their pimps and by people that want to kill her, and the different gangs and the different things that are why does she walk straight into the heart of that every Tuesday night? And quite often, there's other nights that she goes. It's Tuesday where the crew goes, but she'll go by herself a lot. And why does she work 2 and 3 jobs where we're working 2 and 3 jobs, maybe to buy a better car or a bigger house or to put our kids through college or to do whatever it is? And she's working 2 and 3 jobs to make sure that she can afford to do Tuesday night, right? And it's there's so much love embedded in that. And still, the Januaries and the Cats and the people, the Pastor Rudy's and his family, and all of the people that we support in Misfit Nation. It's not just Jason Cisneros that supports all of these people. You support them. You give $5 here and there. You send in soap. You support with your language, with just a love. I love you, January. And I love you, Kat. And I love you, Pastor Rudy. Like, these are the things that keep them going. I know these people. I've rolled with these people. I've seen the things that they've seen. I've been with them. And just your support is so immensely important. And what's the residual benefit, right? What's the residual benefit to you, to us, is that we get outside of our mind, we call it a comfort zone, but really it's a cage of selfishness, right? Let's call it what it is. I've been thinking about this whole concept of a comfort zone. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as a comfort zone. It is a cage of selfishness. The more that we think about ourselves and, oh, poor me, and I don't have enough money, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and we forget to sit back and go, look at the things that I'm not. Right now, I do not have to make a decision between eating breakfast in the morning and selling my body to a complete stranger for sex. I don't have to make that decision right now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, Allah. Thank you to Oprah. Thank you to all of the things in the world that have allowed the blessings and the proper, the thing that I didn't learn, that I didn't earn, which was where I was born, who I was born into, what country I was born into, all of the things that we take for granted. And those things that we don't have to make that decision. But guess what? There's hundreds of thousands of young ladies that are having to make that decision tonight. There's hundreds of thousands of boys, right? Young men that are having to make that decision tonight, and rather than judge them, why not be like January during this season, right? It's whatever you think about Christmas, whatever it is. I'm not here to preach at all. That's not my job. My job is not to be a preacher of any one particular faith. It's to be a preacher of fucking common sense and love and the power of loving another human being. Fuck the rules. Fuck all the stuff that goes along with every single, I got to be this doctrine and I got to think this about that thing. How about just being, during this season, a non-douchebag, right? How about just for this season, you love a little bit more? How about for this season, you stop worrying about shit that think about last Christmas, about how many times that you bought shit or you received shit or you bought shit and you gave it to other people and it was worthless and you don't even know what it was. How many of you can remember the shit that you bought last year? How many of you can remember the shit you got last year? How many of you can remember that all of the things that you like, oh my God, if my kid doesn't get this, they're going to be so disappointed. oh my God, right? Like if you think about it, it's crazy the way that we set it up. And it's part of the message tonight. I'm building up to sort of the message about who we surround ourselves with and who's being judgmental and why we put ourselves around people that are like, my kid has to have 52 presents and, you know, oh my God, here's our snapshot on Facebook, you know, with 57 presents. We had more than you. Like there's these kind of bullshit competitions that actually go on between people. And I'm just not for it, right? I'm just not for it. It's not, look, I'm happy for everybody that lives in abundance. I'm happy for everybody that has what they need and more. God bless you for the hard work that you've done, the discipline, the execution, the sacrifices that you made. Trust me, I know people with money, and a lot of them with money work their asses off to get there, that have gone through multiple bankruptcies, that have lost their home, that have lost a marriage, that have lost connection with their kids, that have done, there's sacrifice in a lot of people, right? But when it comes to this season, coming from a guy who was homeless in Southern California, living in one of the wealthiest zip codes in the world, right, where I was homeless, and watching people step over me, watching people that I'd helped in the past say, you know what, Jason, I can't. People that I'd made money for say, I can't send you $10. I know you haven't eaten in 3 days. Can't send you $10 for a burrito. Like, look, I don't want this to come off as a guilt trip either, because there's a lot of that goes around. But what I believe a lot of us need, and what a lot of us can help, that can help us in this season with our families and with our lives, and as we start to plan 2020 and we get to design our own life, right? I think that a lot of it is perspective and gratitude. It's perspective and gratitude. And thinking about, yeah, we may not get that thing that is so important to us, right? That stuff that we think might be, oh my God, it'll be the difference between my wife, you know, being happy and ecstatic. Like, think about the last time that we put money into that stuff, and our wife or a child or a husband or a grandma or grandpa or aunts or uncles or whatever it was. It's the giving. It's that we forget the reason for the season, y'all. And we're headed into that. And I just wanted to say, because this is about mastery tonight, right? This is about mastery. And I wanted to just go, that was my sort of kickoff for Soap to Hope, right? This is Soap to Hope. I love you, January Riggins, and I love spending time with you. If people could sit down and have the coffees that we have and have the conversations that we have, they would understand. You know, it just, even me, sometimes I go, damn, like I go, damn, you know, and I mean, I've seen some shit and I've been in some shit and I'm still throwing myself into the middle of shit. Sometimes, sometimes I'm even causing a little bit of it, but, you know, get a chance to know her, support her. Like I said, next time you're in a hotel room, swipe all your shit and call for more. Right? Swipe all the shampoo, swipe all of the soap, swipe it all, right? And then throw it in a little bag and send it off, right? Go to Amazon and just buy some shit for them, right? It is what it is, right? So that's kind of my opening, and who I wanted to support tonight, right? Every time I get a t-shirt from somebody that I love, I'm gonna wear it. And last week was Fusion. You know, those of you that watched the Danelle Delgado show, that was awesome. You know, there's 5,000 or 6,000 views now and like 90 shares. Thank you, by the way, all of you that are watching and sharing and getting this message out. Share. We're building Misfit Nation now for a reason, right? For a reason and for a season. So let's move on to the show. I've got I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. And I want to start having a little bit more fun. I am massively intense, right? I'm massively intense in this. It's never going to change. I really don't know any speed. Once I get rolling, it's full on. And one of the things I wanted to do was on purpose. I wanted to add a segment to the show, either prior or during or after the main content that we talk about, because this is this is educational. It's the stuff that I learned from. It's the stuff that I gather from y'all as we've talked throughout the week. It's Misfit Nation really has become a family to me. It's become a family of choice. It's become a family of purpose. It's become a family of loyalty. It's become a family of warriors. It's become a family that I've gotten to know. I've gotten to know your challenges, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, and it inspires me constantly and consistently, right? That's why we have Unstoppable next year. We have Unstoppable because I kept hearing, why don't we stop going to bullshit events like City Summit, right? Where they just rip people off and they never give shit to charity. They're just there for a fucking show. Like, why don't we do our own thing? Why don't we do stuff that stands up for good, that stands up for right, that does what it says it's going to do, right? And I got that. What about Jason, man? You've complained for years about these events that people go and all they're doing is pitching from stage, right? That's all they're doing. They're selling. All they're trying to do is get money out of my pocket. And I heard you. You know what I mean? I heard you. And so I took a giant chunk of my time for 2020. I took a giant chunk of cash and we laid it down and we said, fuck it. Here we go. We're going to go build Unstoppable, right? This is the platform for all of us to get together, for all of us to support each other, for all of us to come together and get that FaceTime, that much needed. Yeah, it's nice texting. It's nice on Facebook. It's nice, all that kind of stuff. But man, when you can get together and you can hug it out and you can look somebody in the eye and you can have a tequila and you can do some karaoke and you can have a meal together. You can break bread. It's another level of engagement, which has happened. I mean, look, we opened the Misfit Nation page a week ago, right? A week ago. And there has been thousands of messages. And the thing that has blown me away the most was somebody started like a little trend of their pictures with Jason, right? And as I can tell you, thank you for whoever started that. Thank you for all of you that are participating, because man, it brings back that message of just putting my arm around you and hugging you and kissing your faces and us like being together. And it brought back memory of the magic that was happening from stage and the tears and the laughter and the zip lining and the like all of the stuff that we've done together. The happiness that we've experienced. And that's what's changed my life. That's what's changed your life. That's the stuff that you, when you go and you join Misfit Nation, just go, you have to answer a couple of questions because it's a community now that I am going to be holding massive amounts of standards to. Can't come in there and just start pitching your shit and, be in the 50th page that you put your thing about you. Here's the thing about Misfit Nation. You go to give or get the fuck out, right? You go to give or you get the fuck out. It's not a place for you to go to get. Period. End of sentence. If you go into Misfit Nation and you're a giver, you're a getter, you're a taker, then you will not last, right? There's plenty of places. Go hang out at fucking City Summit, right? Where you got shitty speakers that know that he's a criminal, that will be glad to take your money, right? And or go to any of these pitch fests that you want to that really aren't adding a bunch of value. They look at you like you're a dollar sign. Go hang out there. There's plenty of room for you. If you're going to come to Misfit Nation, there's standards, right? They're the standards that I'm going to live my life by. They're the standards that we're going to hold each other to. Period. End of sentence. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be those standards. You think it's just another page, right? You think it's just another page that you're going to be going in and self-promoting your shit. Wrong. You're going to last like maybe one day, maybe, right? Maybe one day, because we're taking care of our people, right? That is what Unstoppable is about. That is what Misfit Nation's about. And we're not putting up with any horseshit anymore, right? Not putting up with any. Yes, absolutely, Irk. 1,000%. Okay, 1,000%. It's not harsh. It's the truth. Sorry. I've listened to this motherfucker walk around and lie about me for 2 years straight. I'm done with it. So anyway, that's not what this is about. The point is that we have built a place for people who are looking for real stuff to come to. Okay. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't need to say shit about him. It's all falling down around his ears. I don't have to say shit. Okay. But, what I will say is that if we want our own platform, right? If we don't want to be involved with those kind of events, to get our name out, to network, to grow our businesses, to, you know, to figure out secrets about how to be healthier, to put ourselves around people that are more like-minded, that are more like us, right? We have to support it. Okay. We have to support it. I put my checkbook on the line. I put my name behind it. I have put my time in 2020 behind it. And so it's just it's a shout out to say, I'm building it. Y'all have asked for it. So y'all have asked for it. No pitching from stage. The people that are going to be there are the charities that are going to be supported, that have gotten, you know, like I said, it'll be almost $9 million from our efforts over the course of the last 3 years for raising charity. You can ask Kat, you can ask January, you can talk to Pastor Rudy, you can ask them, are you guys getting money from the efforts of what's going on out here? You can ask them to your face, right? Try doing that at City Summit, huh? Call those people, any of those charities that have been through there. Try that. Try calling those guys and asking them, oh my God, really? After $1 million came in, I got a check for $1,000? Yeah, bullshit. We're doing some really great things for our charities that we've decided. It's the charities that I've decided. If you've decided on another charity, thank God. Like, we want to help you support those people. I write checks to a ton of different charities. I donate to a ton of different charities. The 3 or 4 that we've got going and that are going to be represented in 2020 are Soap to Hope. It's Chemo Buddies for Life. It's CERT Ministries. It's A New Dawn, and it's Feed a Billion. Those are the 5. If anybody wants to support any other ones, of course I'll go speak. Of course we'll help you raise money. Of course we will. It doesn't have to be just about me. It has to be about the idea, the concept that you are heart-centered and that you will think in such abundance that when you give to someone else, you know that is going to expand, right? That it's going to multiply, that it's going to do good things out in the world. And it's not about the flash. You will look at the speakers that are coming to Unstoppable. Every single one of them has looked at other entities and said, I'm not doing that bullshit. That is criminal. It's fake. And the people that hang around it are predators, and they're liars, and they're thieves. And we need to do our own thing. Every one of these speakers has said, I'm going to be attached to something real this year. I'm going to be attached. And they're hand chosen. They're not big names that we have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get in, right? Just to draw you through the door, that they're writing a check so that they can associate to each other and make themselves look bigger because they paid for it with your money. That's not happening with us. We're bringing real people, making real money, making real changes in the world. You can go through each and every human being that I hand selected for this event and see it. This is not a pitch for Unstoppable, okay? I want to get past that. But, so I'm going to take a breath. I love y'all. Tamara's on here. Everybody say hi to Tamara Hunter. She's amazing. And hi, Vanessa. I'm just going to take a breath and say hi to everybody that's here. Fatima, one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Man, it is warm in here tonight. I forgot to turn on the air conditioner, y'all. Could be a sweaty night. What's up, David? Exactly. What's up, Robert Brooker? Good to see you, buddy. So I thought I'd, just to break it up every once in a while. Hang on, let me see this really quick. I thought I would add in a segment. I thought of a segment I wanted to put here, and it's called I've Been Thinking. The segment is I've been thinking. Think about magic and it's, I don't know if I was out in the sun today, so I got a little bit of a suntan. Plus it's hot as shit in here. Plus I'm wearing red. So that might be the strange tint this evening. So anyway, just imagine that we've got great production and stuff. It's coming, I promise, right, for this show. But there's this segment and across the bottom it's got, I've been thinking, right? It's Jason Cisneros. So I've been thinking a little bit. I got to thinking about the Dalai Lama. Those of you that follow the Dalai Lama, I love his holiness. I love the wisdom that comes from him. And those of you that know the story is that there's a belief that there is a spirit of an ancient that just keeps reappearing in a child whenever the old one, exactly, lady, when I get to thinking, right? That we get to think that there's a reincarnation, right? And I wanted to get the word right. So anybody that can say it anyway. The Dalai Lamas are believed to be the manifestation of a really long name and another name and something else I can't say. A compassion and the patron saint of Tibet. Right? They believe that as one dies, the spirit goes out and it finds another body, right? And then that the wisdom keeps going, right? It just keeps rolling with the Dalai Lama, and the wisdom is amazing. Here's something that I've been thinking about though. Like I'm dating a twin right now. I'm dating a twin, and I think about the personality types. Like I got to thinking about what if there was actually. What if there was a twin of the Dalai Lama, right? What if there was a twin and he kind of, they like die and then they come back and they're like their spirits, like what if there was a twin, right? And maybe that twin has like, it's like the naughtier version of His Holiness, right? What if that spirit goes and finds somebody and it shows up in a body like mine? And he cusses and he says a lot of the same shit. I've got a little game we're going to play here in just about 2 seconds. It's going to be called Who Said It? Jason or His Holiness. Okay. We're going to play this little game and we're going to see, because I just think, I'm not saying that I'm going to be, that I'm like the twin brother reincarnation of the Dalai Lama that kind of shows up and is like but you just, exactly. So, you can't, I'm just saying it might be possible. I've been thinking about it. Right. So, but there's nobody that can prove this wrong, right? There's nobody that can prove this wrong. There's been this idea. Yes, Lainey, I'm just going to come out and say it. I might be, right. But what would the twins' name be? Like you got Dalai Lama. I came up with a couple of names. How about, I don't know. What do we call it? I don't know. Let's just make up a name. I had written some down and now I can't find it anymore. But what about Doobie Lala? So you got Dalai Lama and you got his naughty brother Doobie Lala. So I'm Doobie Lala, right? So I could be Doobie Lala. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. It doesn't, like there's no way you can prove it. How do you prove that the Dalai Lama is actually the reincarnation and not just some lucky kid on a farm? Like, I don't want to disparage the religion and Tibet and His Holiness and all. That is not the intent. I'm just saying that what if there was a twin and that spirit keeps coming back and it's just a naughtier version, and that naughtier version likes to cuss, maybe comes back as a bald-headed like me. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying it could happen. It's a possibility. So here, let's play a little bit of a game. Who said it, right? Jason or the Dalai Lama? And I'm going to be very specific. Don't go. You play this fair. You play this fair with me, you guys. Okay? You guys play this really fair with me. Yes, seriously. And I've only had 3 sips of scotch tonight. So is it a Jason Cisneros tweet or is it a Dalai Lama tweet? Don't go to Twitter. Do not go check this out. Okay. So here we go. First one. Dalai Lama said it or Doobie Lala said it. Okay. Doobie Lala. Time is always moving on. Nothing can stop it. The question is whether we use our time properly or not. We can't do anything about the past, but what happens in the future depends on what we do now. Okay. First one that gets it right, I'm going to give you a hug when you come to Unstoppable. Okay. Who said it? Jason Cisneros? Is that a Jason Cisneros tweet or is that a Dalai Lama tweet? Right? Tell me. I'm waiting. I know there's a little bit of a delay here, but I'm waiting. So who said it? Also, I'll read it again for you guys slow on the uptake. Time is always moving on. Nothing can stop it. The question is whether we use our time properly or not. We can't do anything about the past, but what happens in the future depends on what we do now. Okay. Dolly, John Duffy says Jason, David. I think, so Christopher, Dalai Lama. Okay. So I'll give it a couple more seconds to see. You guys got it. Lily says Dolly said it. Okay. All right. David, you already said Dolly said it. You don't get to say it both ones so that you're right no matter what, right? What is it? What is it? I'm going to give you guys a code. Dolly, Teresa said Jason 100%. Okay. Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Dubai, Dolly. Okay, so here we go. And David, by the way, is a smart man. He hedged his bets. He said both. He said both. So here we go. It was the Dalai Lama. Okay, but you had to think about it. Unless you cheated and you went to the Dalai Lama's thing and you said, but some of you, like, I would just look. Here's the thing. I would never accuse the Dalai Lama of Jay Shettying Jason Cisneros. I wouldn't do it. And Jay Shetty, by the way, if you hear me making fun of this shit or whatever it is, I don't dislike you as a human being. I just think it's funny. Okay. I think that you've helped a lot of people, but it's funny as shit, right? It is funny as shit what Nicole Arbor did and that whole thing. But I would never accuse his holiness of Jay Shettying Jason Cisneros. I would not do it. I would not do it. Right? Okay, so you guys won. You guys are winners. All right, one more. Let's do, let's see. Let me see here. There's a Jason Cisneros tweet or a Dalai Lama tweet. Okay. This one's going to be hard for you guys to get it, okay? When individuals are too self-centered, they tend to be prone to fear, suspicion, anxiety, and anger. Compassion and restraining from hurting others act as an antidote to this. Scientists say that it's the basic human nature to be compassionate because we are social animals. Go. Jason Cisneros or Dalai Lama? Let's see. Let's see what you got. Jay Shetty said it first. Oh, come on. Yes, everybody loves Nicole Arbor. We're going to be doing a show together in the next week or so. Okay, so that one that I just read, tell me. Wendy says Jason Cisneros. Noel says Jason Cisneros. Lily says Jason. Cruz said it's a doobie. Doobie Lala, right? I mean, that you know that would be the name of the mischievous twin brother, right? Of the Dalai Lama would be Doobie Lala, right? David, are you gonna? Here you go, Dave. David like is playing the game, and he's gonna hedge his bets again. He's gonna say Dolly or Doobie. All right, for all of you that are out there that said that it was Jason, you are 100% wrong. See how close it is? You see how close it is? That was the Dalai Lama, and 99% of you said that was a Jason Cisneros quote. See? And I went back, I just did a little bit of work. I went back and I looked at the timing of my tweets, right? Of my tweets and of the Dalai Lama's tweets, and the stuff that I said and the stuff that he said. I would never come on here and dishonor your holiness, his holiness, the Dalai Lama, by saying that he is copying some of the things that I'm saying. I'm just saying that it's possible, 100% possible, that I might be a reincarnation of his naughty twin brother. Maybe. Okay. So that was the segment called, whatever I called it. I've already got it. I've been thinking. Okay. So exactly. Shame on you, Kimberly. His holiness, when he finds out about this, he's going to be like, who is Jason Cisneros? I must seek him out for his wisdom and his good lookingness. Oh my God. What a blast. Right. So there you have it. I've got a couple more, but I don't want to keep drilling because you guys are going to get wrong, because the Dalai Lama and my principles and the things that I say, they're almost indistinguishable from each other. So I may or may not be the reincarnation of Doobie Lala, the Dalai Lama's naughty twin brother. Okay. There we go. So let's get into the subject matter of tonight. The all-powerful, wise Doobie Lala have decided that we will talk about the mastery of money, vitality, and inner circle. As we start heading into 2020, we got that gratitude thing that we talked about at the beginning of the show. We talked about not taking things for granted. Oliver, there's some good jokes coming out, right? This is a comedy show, so I'm gonna 100% get some hate mail. I get it, I understand, but I said multiple times, you guys heard me, no disrespect to His Holiness the Dalai Lama, right? And I bet you he thinks he's got to have a brother out there somewhere. I just think it. So anyway, so as we get into this subject, the idea behind it is that as we're starting to prep up for 2020, I know a lot of you are hard pressing and you're pushing really, really hard to finish out your year strong. And I'm really proud of you for keeping your head and your nose to the grindstone. And I want, as we're heading into 2020, I'm going to be talking a lot about this, right? I'm going to be talking a lot about the ideas behind mastering your money, mastering your vitality, and mastering your inner circle. And it's not like we've talked about these subjects in separate shows and separate conversations and different scenarios, but I wanted to crunch all three of them together because it's really the headline for 2020. As we start to move into 2020, what are you thinking about right now? Right? Just throw up here. What is it that you're concerned with for 2020? What are you focused on? What's your outcome? Put in here and engage with me on the things that you're thinking about for your 2020. As you're closing out the year, where are you? Is it one of those scenarios where you're fired up, you're ready to get specific, you're gonna hit these three areas, bam, 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 and you're gonna be on fire come January 1st, you're gonna be hitting the road running and you're ready to roll? Or is it, I don't know, I've kind of given up on New Year's and setting goals because shit doesn't happen anyway. Nobody's going to support me. I'm married to the same person. I have the same parents. I have the same kids. I have the same job. I have the same boss. I have the same business. I have all of that stuff. Like, where are you? And be honest, right? This is a conversation in Misfit Nation. We trust each other. We're not using information as leverage. What we're doing is we're having conversations, okay? Because Unstoppable, the event in February in Naples, it's been curated specifically to hit and to hammer home on these three issues to get the greatest information that we can possibly have. But I want to know, what are you thinking about? What is a high priority? What was missing from completing 2019 as your greatest year ever? A lot of you have had your greatest year ever, and I want you to be grateful for that, but not right now. What I want you to do is I want you to think about what was missing. What could you have done more of this year, right? A person that is going to take stock in their life, that's going to take stock in their business. I want you to think about what is it that you could have done better this year, right? Because that's the GBD, baby. What was great? Pat yourself on the back. Take a minute. Be grateful. Be happy about where you are and the things that you did accomplish. That is for Christmas Day. That is for your break, your little break that you're going to take the day before Christmas, the day of Christmas, maybe even the day after, for you to take stock and to be really grateful for the things that you accomplished. I mean, Tamara, Lily, John, Laney, all of the people that are on here, you guys have accomplished radically cool stuff this year. Christopher is on a swing of Asia right now, right? Kimberly, you started doing new things. Noel's did some things. Like, what is the thing that was missing that if it would have clicked into place, if you could have properly sequenced that it would have made 2019 everything that you were shooting for? It would have made 2019 that epic year that you're searching for. Look, I have a belief about 2020. 20 is my lucky number. 20 was my number when I was playing football. 20 has so many great connotations for me in my life. Has always been my lucky number. And we've got 2020, bro. Like we have two 20s. We got 20 back to back to back, like 20s everywhere. And imagine the 20th of every month, 2020, 2020. Like we got 3 20s up in this motherfucker. Like that's a lot of 20s. And so 2020, I am pumped. I feel like I was born for the year 2020. I feel like there's going to be so many great things and so much power. And all of us, like I watched it happen when we opened the Misfit Nation page, and we just sent out, a few hundred invites to the page, and watched just the power and the goodwill and the love and the support and the gratitude that we've all shared with each other. I just watched it pour in. I was sitting back and I was calling my team. Sometimes I'm like, holy shit, I love these people. Like, holy shit, this is an amazing group of human beings. And it's if you imagine all of us banding together, right? If you imagine all of us banding together and that power of what I watched happen just in that Misfit Nation page, holy hell, like we can change this hatred that's happening in this country, the nastiness and the fighting and all that kind of stuff. We can at least dent that shit if we come together and we call out what's wrong, and most of all, we face what's wrong in us in the mirror, right? And we take responsibility for us, and we stop waiting for our ship to come in, and we build that motherfucker ourselves, and we put the nails in, we put the work in. And a lot of you that are with me in Misfit Nation, you have done a lot of work, and I want you to acknowledge that. It's time for you to attach that and to say, you know what, this thing that I was building, what if I attached it to Kat's thing? What if I attached it to January's thing? What if I attached it to Tamara's thing? What if I attached it to Laney's thing? What if we attach all this stuff and we become unstoppable? You see where this is going? You see the vision, the connectedness of all of this? Like if you're part of Misfit Nation and you are my friend and you've somebody that I've crossed paths with and I've hugged you and we've looked in each other's eyes and we've had conversations about where you're going, you must be in Florida. You must bring your team. Like those of you that own businesses, you're going to need a write-off anyway, right? This is 100% write-off for you and your company. Get your 10 of your people, get 20 of your people, get 100 of your people. Let's pack the thing out. I don't give a shit. I'll buy the damn hotel if I need to, and we'll just fill it up. We'll knock it down. We'll open walls. I don't care. Anything is possible in 2020, and you are capable of more than you know of, and you got to get yourself around people that will lift you up, that will support you, that will have your back, that it's not just about them. Our community does not go to get. They go to give. Our community, let me say it again. I don't care who you stack against me, who talks shit about me out there in the public or out in their other shitty little fucking events or whatever it is that they're doing. You can bring them to my face, and I will tell you, my community, what we do is we go to give. We do not go to get. We go to give. Danny Torres, Tamara Hunter, Tony Rodriguez, Michelle Gordon, Dr. Michelle Gordon, Laney, David Kastler, all of you. I will put my people against your people any fucking time. You want to line them up and you want to see what their hearts are. You want to shred open that's the gorilla growl. That's what it's all about. It's about ripping open our chest and showing our heart to the world, to ripping it out of our own little boxes, ripping out ourselves out of that little tiny thing that we've been living that's called our life that was just centered around us. It's ripping that shit open and shredding it open in 2020 and coming together as a team of warriors, right? A misfit fucking nation. A nation is thousands and millions of people that come together around a concept, around an idea. Yes, we disagree on stuff. Yes, we come from different areas. Yes, we got straight. Yes, we got black. Yes, we got gay. Yes, we got Asian. Yes, we got Democrat. Yes, we got Republican. But the one thing that we do is we go to give. We don't go to get. That is what separates Misfit Nation from all these, and I'm tired of those places. I'm sick and tired of them because those are the ones that either I or you have given our money and given our heart and given our energy to these things year after year after year. And then we go away when we see that their integrity is not in place. We go away. We don't say anything. And guess what happens? That place that we gave our attention, that we gave our credibility, that we gave our money, that we gave our time, that we gave our brilliance to. And then when you leave and you don't go around, they start talking shit about you. Right? To distract from themselves being a motherfucking criminal. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I have sat silent and watched this shit happen for years. I'm done. I'm done. They want to talk shit about me. They're going to have a fucking war on their hand this year because guess what? You are not taking advantage. Look, we joke about King of the Misfit Nation, but you know what? I was a born protector. I have been a protector my entire life. And when I was younger, I was a fucking douchebag. Right? I hurt people. I made bad decisions. I lost money. I made money. But I can tell you that there was a crossover point that guy died. Right? That guy died. Okay? He's dead. He's no longer around. And the person and the energy and the entity and the physicality that took his place is a fucking beast. And I will protect my people, and we will all rise together, right? Danelle said it the best on her show the other day. She said that we have to rise together, right? We have to rise together. No one better than the other. I get led by James Jacoby. I get led by Danelle. I get led by Nicole Arbor. I get led by Tamara Hunter and Sir Fatima. Every single one of you has something that I enjoy and aspire to be like in each and every one of you. Christopher has a heart the size of fucking China. You know what I mean? There's so many things that I adore about my Misfit Nation family. And that there's things that you have that I don't have. But we have got to stand strong this year. If not, then you're just whistling Dixie. You know, I don't even know how to whistle Dixie. But I guarantee you that if we don't come together, we are whistling fucking Dixie. And I know it means something to someone, and there's an actual song. Wait. I think that's Dixie. I don't know. If not, I just made it up. but they're just whistling Dixie. You know, here's the thing. Get yourself in shape. Get yourself healthy. Get yourself some money. Get yourself a business going. Get yourself a raise. Do some shit to make yourself stronger in 2020, or you are faking it. Okay? You are faking it. This is a time for you to get real with yourself. It's not always, look, I looked in the eyes of somebody that I really, really respected today, right? Really, really respected. And I looked in his eyes and I said to him, you've got to stop believing your own bullshit. You have to stop believing it. And you have to put your energy into those things that are real. If you are looking around you and you're going, it's too complex, Jason. I've got this person. I've got that person. I've got this. I have all of these things. We're making it so complex when it really does come down to simplicity. You don't have to go to a seminar. You don't have to listen to a podcast. You don't have to take a digital course for you to understand that you have to take your time, divide it out, and spend time taking care of your family and your loved ones with your presence. You have to take time to make money. You have to take time to take care of your health and your energy. And you are here, and all of that is stacked up to take care of other people, right? There's your 2020. Anything that's outside of that is all horseshit, and it's meant to confuse you and to divide us as human beings. We are the same. We are the same cells. We come from it. We're breathing each other in all the time. We are each other. So why would you hate another person? The thing that we stand against is when people are consciously and knowingly doing damage to other people for their own advancement. That's what I will stand against that shit all day long and twice on Sunday. And people have taken my fucking silence as weakness. Fuck you people. I know you're going to be watching this. I know it's going to be spread around, the shit that I say. I don't care. My silence was not weakness. It was an opportunity for you to straighten your shit out. It was an opportunity for you to do the right thing. It was an opportunity for you to tell the fucking truth. Guess what? You didn't take it. You took my silence as weakness. You're fucked. Okay? That's how I feel. So in the end of the day, it's Misfit Nation, baby. It's Misfit Nation. And the bigger that my family becomes, the more powerful I feel I become, the more united that we are, the more resources we have, the shit that is coming together, y'all, for 2020, for Unstoppable, the people that want to be a part of it, the places that we're going, the people that are showing up. I put out a special post. If you haven't watched it, just go see the advertisement. We started Anton J Agency, by the way. And oh my God, Thomas McDonald and the team and they are crushing it. One of the best marketing teams I've ever had and that you could ever have. Now they're doing work for our clients. It is amazing, right? Anton J Agency. And I did a little video, and what shocked me is I was going through the list, right? That as I was going through the attendees of Unstoppable, I'm like, almost every one of them could be on stage. Like, it's incredible to me. Some of them that are there that are going to be attending this thing are going to be on stage. But I'm looking through the list and I'm going, holy shit. Like, this is this is what happens, right? To have the respect of respectable people, not to be able to fake a whole new group of people every year into coming to your bullshit event. It's to have the respect of respectable people who know me for years, who have done business with me, who have gone and done undercover rescues with me, who have fed the hungry, who have rescued those women, who have put teeth in women's mouths that have had them knocked out by their husbands. Like those are the people that are coming. And those are the people that I want to be there. We are not about psyching out and faking out and tempting and all of this other bullshit that goes on with, oh, look who we've got coming this year that we haven't paid for yet. You know, we're going to have to figure out how to take things that people think are being donated to fucking charity, and we're going to have to pay this celebrity to show up so that you think that it was all about that. You know, it's all hand waving and bullshit. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. Everybody that's there is amazing. Like I could step off a stage. And replace myself with any one of the people that has already bought tickets to this thing. Any one of them. I would be happy to do it. I would be proud to do it. So, so that's the three things that we're focusing on for next year. I'm a little wound up. I'm going to have to remember that red is not my color because it is, and it's hot. I didn't expect in the middle of winter that I was going to have to turn on the air conditioner, but there we go. I am hot as hell. Whew. What do y'all got to say? What do y'all got to say? I'll take a little break and listen to you. I don't hate. I just got love. Yep. That's what this crew is all about. This is, you know, I always go back to my younger years. And when, you know, if the younger me would have caught the older me sitting here having this conversation about love and, you know, and the fact that I overlooked a lot of, and some of you know, right? A lot of you know some of the stuff that I have just overlooked. I knew people were lying about me, and I just let it pass. Like I think about the younger me, and I think the younger me would have beat the shit out of the older me, except for the older me is a lot tougher now. I know a lot more like martial arts and shit. But I think about that all the time. I think to myself, but it's wisdom, right? It's wisdom. I have had some great mentors. I don't regret it. But you just never want to push that person too far. You just don't want to do it. It's not it's not a wise decision, you know? In fact, I would probably call that person up and go, you know what? I'm sorry. I was in a hurting place. I feel bad about the lies and the bullshit that I said. I was trying to hide my own inadequacies and my own insecurities and some of the failures that I made. And you know who would be the very first to forgive those people? It would be me. It would be you. It would be those because we fucked up too. You know what I mean? Like there's a forgiving heart. But again, when it gets taken too far and you continue to foist harm and suffering on other people, you know, Big Daddy's got to step up. You know, or else what else are we here for? You know, we're here to protect each other. So, yeah, I mean, I have the greatest amount, you know, the people that know me and that have hung out with me and that are my family. I love you. We've been through some shit together, and a brand, think about this for your own business, right? A brand is not built in the good times. A brand is built and think about this, a marriage, a friendship, a business, a charity, you know, a parentship, like a father, son, a mother, daughter, those relationships, and a brand. That's what I'm going to consider brand in this moment. But a brand is not built in the good times. It is not built when everything is going right. Because I can tell you the people that were in my life when everything was going right they were fucking gone as soon as the shit hit the fan. They were gone. They were gone. They were out, disappeared. And the people that I love and the people that love me, we built it because they were going through rough times. I was there for them. I was going through rough times. They were there for me. In the midst of a 2:00 in the morning meltdown, I answered the phone. They answered the phone. We're there for each other. I'm calling to vent, Jason. I'm calling to, and then on the other side of this, right? When we succeed, how many people can you actually genuinely go to and tell people that you succeed? I have a handful of people that when I'm like, oh my God, I just sold my companies. Oh my God, like I did this. Oh my God. And they're like, yeah, like crazy. Ah, it's amazing. Where the rest of the world goes, now how do I tear this motherfucker down? By the way, those days are gone, not possible anymore. So, but think about that, guys, that the people who've been through the shit with you and not been the cause of it, big distinction. The people that have been through the shit with you deserve your loyalty. They deserve your attention. They deserve your love, right? Now, if they're the cause of the drama, you got to bounce them like a basketball. Like, get rid of that shit as soon as you possibly can. Because if in 2020, if you really want to change your situation, that's really what I wanted to talk about tonight was if you really want to change your situation in 2020, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there for you. This entire tribe of people that I believe that call themselves Misfit Nation is going to be there for you. This is going to be a year of change. This is going to be a year of transmogrification. This is going to be a year of transformation, of that becoming that thing that you wanted to become. But it's going to come with some pain, right? It's going to come with some growing pains. It's going to come with some separation. It's going to come with some sadness. It's going to come with some, oh, I tried. I started to get a little hitch in my giddy up, and then I fell, and then I started again, and I fell, and I started again, and I fell. Like those, that's what we're here for. That's what a family's together for. That's what a nation stands for. And we're all misfits, right? I didn't name Misfit Nation. I didn't name it. Somebody else did. You guys did. Like this is not, this is a place where we've come that we can hang out together, right? That we can hang out and that we can grow. I'm putting my name, I'm putting my money, I'm putting my time, I'm putting my dedication, and I'm putting all of that where I have supported over the last 10 years of my life. I have supported other people's events. I have supported other people's dreams. I've supported other people's stuff, right? This is ours, right? This is ours. It's not mine. It's not mine. Because if y'all don't show up next year, guess what? 2021, it won't be here. I'll maybe to contemplate hitting that island that I got very close to hitting after I sold out this last year. But at the end of the day, we got to fight for this together, y'all. This is a call to action for all of you. Don't, again, come to the event. Don't come to the event. Look, it's about supporting your family. It's about banding together. If you don't like what you see happening out there in events and fake charities and fake business events and people that have gotten NLP and taking money out of your pocket down to a fucking science. If you don't like all that stuff, then come build something different with me. I can't do it by myself. I promise you. I cannot do it by myself. I need you. I need us. I need all of us to band together. I need all of us filling those seats. I need your ass in those seats. I need all of us supporting each other and lifting each other up, supporting Nicole, supporting Danelle, supporting, James Jacoby, and supporting Dr. V, and supporting Paul Blanchard, and supporting, supporting Sean Whalen, and everybody that is committed to come to this thing and to support and to lift up and to give you the best of the best information that they have. I need y'all. Okay. I need Misfit Nation. I need this army to step up, and we've got to come to the table, because the more that we grow, the easier life is going to become for January. The more people we could take a Soap to Hope, and instead of it being a local thing in Utah, it could go to New York. It could go to LA. It can go to Dallas, Texas. It could go all over the place. Okay. And that will not happen if you stay in your box, in your house, in your fears, in your believing what other people have told you that you're not capable of. If you're going to stay here, it's not going to happen. If we're going to have a movement, then let's fucking have a movement, right? It's called a movement or a mission or whatever it is. It's called that for a reason, right? It's called that for a reason. That means you move. That means you grow. That means you stretch. That means that you look at money as a responsibility, that you make more of it, right? It looks at your health and it says, I must be more vital. I must have more energy. I must commit to that myself, the person in the mirror, get up an hour earlier, run, walk, lift, push-ups, sit-ups. I must eat a little bit better. I must do these things. I must force myself into an inner circle of people that I trust, that I love, right? Because the people that gather around each other that are predators, they're hanging out together. I promise you. And if you show up at some of this shit that they've got that's flashy and celebrities and all of the other stuff that's going on, and you show up, you will be their prey, because it's the same group of fucking scumbags that get together every year and they wait for that new group of sheep to come walking through the door, right? Oh, there's some new sheep. Let's go over there. Yeah, just ask Todd, Todd Special. Right? Just ask Todd Special. How about he came brand new into the business? He started an entire show, y'all. I feel you guys think I'm pissed. Wait till you see Todd's show, right? His show that's called Gut Check. He's calling out all of these fake motherfuckers, right? Calling them all out because he was they viewed him as one of the sheep. And guess what? They poked a fucking bear. They poked a bear. And they didn't realize it. They're like, oh, here's a sheep. I'll come in here. You'll be lured in by the lights and all that. I got suckered in by the lights. I got suckered in by all of it, right? But that's what happens. You live and you learn. Fresh meat. Exactly, Kimberly. It's fresh meat. And so for us, this event, the Unstoppable platform for 2020 is about putting more money in your pocket. It's about getting you healthier. It's about building a community that supports each other, that we've been talking about and that we've been dancing around the edge. It's just going to get more intense from here, y'all. It's just going to get more intense. I'm going to do my best to have one segment every Monday to lighten it up a little bit. But I can tell you 2020 is going to be about looking you in the eye, looking myself in the eye, looking ourselves in the heart and saying, are we standing up for what's right? Are we optimizing ourselves for our ultimate good? Are we becoming the best versions of us that we can possibly become so that we can serve at a higher level? Those are the questions that we're going to be, in some way, shape, or form, we're going to be asking each other the entire year, y'all. So if you're not ready to go to war, this is going to be the wrong environment for you, right? And I mean war from our hearts are engaged, our minds are engaged, our resources are engaged. We're doing it for love. We're fighting, mostly against our worst nature, right? I watch Kat do it. I watch January do it. I do it. We all are fighting against that nature that's calling us. It's easier over here. Wouldn't it be easier if we just did this? And what if we didn't go do that? And why don't we just, instead of like supporting Jason, let's talk shit behind his back. Like that would be easier because there's more of those people. Like that's the dark calling us, y'all. I mean, there's some parts of my dark that I really like that I'm going to keep around because I dig it. I dig that part of my spirit. But those things that would call us to be less than our potential, that's the dark, right? Unstoppable is a word, but it's also a mindset. Unstoppable is a spirit. Unstoppable is a look and a gleam in your eyes. Unstoppable is a way of breathing. Unstoppable is a way of waking up in the morning. Unstoppable is a way of going to bed at night. Unstoppable is a way of pushing bullies out of the way and step into the defense of the defenseless. Unstoppable is reaching in your pocket when that last $5 you were thinking might be for a Starbucks for you, and instead giving it to a child, or to Soap to Hope, or to a New Dawn, or to Feed a Billion, or to whatever it is that you believe that would do better off with that $5 than you, right? Unstoppable is gathering locking arms like 300, right? Like 300, and locking arms with your brothers and your sisters and going to fucking war, right? What's worth fighting for? What's worth dying for? Do you have anything? If you don't have something that's worth dying for in your life, then you got to find something, right? If it's not your kids, is it your spouse? Is it your best friend? Is it an idea? Is it your way of life? Is it who you are? Is there a group of people that need you to step out and be that warrior for them? Is that where you're at? That's what this year is about, right? That is what this year is about. Stop focusing on just you, right? Stop focusing on just you. The more you focus on just you, the smaller you become, okay? The smaller you become. The more that you open yourself up for attacks and you put your heart out there, the more when you get hit with those arrows, it's usually the people closest to you that your heart's going to get hit with those arrows. It's going to be somebody that you stood behind their fucking event for an entire year with everything that you had and your heart, and you gave everything to it. And then all of a sudden, when it was over, all the shit that person made, and those decisions that he made, and all of that stuff, and it was all, oh, let's talk shit about Jason to wave the shit around me. Right in the fucking heart. And I'm like, I'll take it fucking again. Like all of the stuff that comes at you because you're open, because you're coming at it like that with your heart fucking open. It's better to die like this than to fucking die with on your knees and with your heart covered and with your dreams covered and with you not putting any effort out into the world. It's better to die with your heart fucking out open, being who you are, being fearless, and giving everything that you got, because that's how I want my kids to see me go out. That's how I want them to see me go out. Either that or on a pile of fucking and around a pile of fucking human beings that I love and adore, and that ended up I ended up dying on that, around all of the people that I love from old fucking age, right? That's how I prefer to go. I don't want to get shot in the heart, but I have, right? And I have, and it's funny to watch those people that are shooting me in the heart, that are the ones going, oh my God, the whole world hurts me. They put up fucking stupid pictures of a wolf with all kinds of fucking arrows in their back, when it was them, the one that were shooting those fucking arrows, right? And so be conscious of the idea that this is the year that Cisneros is no longer silent. Fuck with me, you got a problem, okay? Fuck with Misfit Nation, you got a problem. Fuck with my family, you got a problem, right? Love, fight with us, and come back, apologize, make it right with those people that you have wronged, and you do that kind of stuff, and you'll be welcome back, or you will be welcome into Misfit Nation with open arms and open hearts, because that's the only way I'm going to live from here on out, y'all. And it may take a bunch of arrows to the heart. It may, but I love living this way. I will never, ever go back to the selfish me. I will never, ever go back to that part of me that was all about me and that was all about getting mine. I will live my life fucking heart out and exposed for the rest of my fucking life, because you all have anchored into my heart and anchored into my soul that is the way to live. And that, if I'm going to die, that's the way that I want to go. So I love you all. This has been an amazing Just Jason Monday. Your Holiness, I hope you took everything that I talked about tonight in jest, and that I wasn't meaning any disrespect. In case you see this show, and he's not going to see the show, but but you never know, right? I want you all to know that 2020 is a big year for me, and it's a big year for you if you decide that you're going to let it be. And that every dream that you've ever wanted to make come true, we can at least get the foundation of it built and started and kickstarted in 2020, at least, if not take a big ass chunk out of it, because there's way more of us, right? Way more of us now than there ever has been. Misfit Nation is growing I have no words. I have no words. The downloads, the people buying tickets, the support, the people that join Misfit Nation, the page, the amount of pictures that we've all taken together, the love that we share. It is 100% time for us to take this to another level. Okay. That's my message. I want you to hear me. I want you to feel this. If you're with me, if you're watching this show, if you're watching this on replay and you're trying to figure out what the hell is this Misfit Nation and you know, all that kind of stuff, welcome, you know, welcome. And I need you. And there's people in Misfit Nation that need you. And Misfit Nation, the people that have been with me, that have had my back, that have watched my back, that have talked well behind my back. I know who you are. You know, the people that talk shit behind my back, they get zero of my attention. Zero. Okay. They get zero. People that talk well behind my back, the people that are fighting the battles with me, the people that are at 2:00 in the morning, putting on bullet shoot proof vests to go rescue little girls, the people that are filling bags with soap to go give it to prostitutes that haven't been shown love, or they've been forgotten, or they feel like they've been forgotten. The people that are with those domestic violence victims, the people that are handing these bags of food to people around the world, the people that are giving hope to people that have just been diagnosed with a death sentence called cancer. I fucking love you people. Okay. I love you people, and all of the other people that want to follow, that are following me, that are looking, that stab me in the back, that all that kind of shit. I got a fucking army of people that I'm fighting for. I am unstoppable. And so are you. Peace.